There's something inherently satisfying about the texture and imperfections of analog film that digital footage just doesn't capture. Fortunately, with the help of authentic film grain overlays from Adobe Stock and a little bit of color grading in Adobe Premiere Pro, we can easily recreate that feeling, no film required. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jake Bartlett, and I like to teach people new things, so let's jump right into this. Adobe Stock is filled with high-quality overlays and makes it easy to find authentic film grain. Just search for film grain and then look for footage that's a nice, even, about 50% gray tone. These other results are great, but they're gonna have a much more drastic effect on our footage, versus these even-toned film grain overlays aren't going to affect the overall contrast of our footage and instead are just going to apply texture. Now, if we take a look at this title, we see that this is from Super 16mm film. That's the measurement of the size of the film. And depending on what size the film was, the grain is going to be larger or smaller. Now, if I scroll down a little bit, we can see that there are more from this series. So if I click on See More, there are actually 3 different film grain types from this same series. 8mm film grain, Super 16mm film grain, and 16mm film grain. And you're gonna have to decide which film grain to use based on what your project needs. I did a little bit more searching and found a 35mm film grain overlay as well. Let's take a look at all of them side by side. This is the 8mm film grain. It's very coarse and easy to see. This is 16mm. It's a little bit more fine. And this is 35mm grain. And like I said, you're just gonna have to choose the grain that's right for your project. To apply it to your footage, just add it to a new track. So I'm gonna put it right above my sequence and then select that footage and come up to the Effects Controls panel. Down in the opacity section, change the blend mode from normal to overlay or soft light. We'll start with overlay. And if I play this back, you can see the effect it's having. Now, this might be too subtle, especially if it's going to the web. Almost anywhere you post videos online is going to be heavily compressed, and that could completely remove the grain. Fortunately, these are 4K resolution videos, and I'm working in HD resolution, so I can increase the scale of this grain quite a bit to make that grain more noticeable. And if I play this back again, now we can see that film grain much more clearly. And let's say that you like the size of the grain, but it's still a little bit too intense. You can just come over to the opacity and lower that to decrease its visibility. But again, this really depends on where your video is going to be viewed. If it's going to a big movie screen, then you're not going to have as much compression on that final video, and the grain's gonna be a lot more noticeable. So making it really intense is probably gonna be distracting. So just be considerate of that when you're dialing in the look of your film grain. Now, I mentioned that I also sometimes use the soft light blend mode. So if I switch to that, you can see that that just affects the brights and the darks a little bit differently. I think it's a little bit more subtle. Play with those 2 blend modes and see what you like best. But another thing we can do to really elevate this cinematic look is add a little bit of filmic color grading, and that's really easy to do right inside of Premiere Pro. I've already color corrected all of my clips to have even exposure and white balance so that they're consistent from shot to shot. So I can now color grade all of these clips using an adjustment layer all at once. So I'll come up to my project panel and go down to the New button and click on Adjustment Layer. I'll make it the same size as my sequence and click OK, and then drag that adjustment layer out just above my footage. So I'm gonna drag my film grain overlay up 1 track, and then bring my adjustment layer between the 2. I want that film grain to be applied after this color grading. With the adjustment layer selected, I'll come over to the Lumetri Color panel and jump down to the Creative section. Underneath the Look menu are a bunch of presets that come with Premiere Pro, some of them based on actual film stocks. And we can apply them just by clicking on them and see how they affect our image. There are lots of really great presets in here, so try them out and see what you like. The one that I'm gonna go with is this Kodak 2395. I think that gives a nice filmic look. If I turn this off and back on, it's not too extreme, but it makes the footage feel a little bit more analog. And combining that with the film grain gives us something that feels way more authentically cinematic than just purely digital. And if you ever choose one of these presets and feel like it's too intense, that's exactly what the intensity slider is for. You can dial this up or down depending on what you need, and just double click on it to reset it back to defaults. Another thing I like to do to give a little bit more of an analog look is increase the faded film slider, and that just makes the contrast not quite so intense, and I think it feels a little bit more authentically analog. With a few overlays from Adobe Stock and some simple color grading in Premiere Pro, we've completely transformed this digital footage into something that feels authentically cinematic. Head to Adobe Stock today for high-quality, authentic film overlays, and be sure to subscribe to Adobe Creative Cloud to stay on top of all the exciting new Adobe app features and updates.